What's cracking with you people? This is Nazi here, and welcome back to Star Fox Adventures. In the last one, we saved a woolly mammoth from getting beat on by raptors by having him catch his pole. And then we fed him some food. An alpine root. 2 alpine roots, as a matter of fact. And then we got a cannon and started shooting stuff. Because when you get a cannon, what do? You blow stuff up. Using special magic staff meter. Which begs the question of how they were firing it in the first place. But who am I to ask these questions? In this one, we are going to advance further in the plot by fighting 3 cogs to a busted bridge. Now you can, if you really want to, get each cog and put it inside the bridge separately. But that would take longer than you really need to, and since all 3 cogs are in this general area, it's just better to get all 3 of them. Go back to the bridge mechanism, put them in one at a time, because for some reason you can't put them all in at once. I guess for some reason, I don't freaking know, and just go from there. Jump up here, go in through here. We don't have the mechanism for this, but we do have... Wait, he's hungry. Alright, here's some shrooms for you. Now, flame. I'm gonna get you some more food. You ever wonder if Fox is just like, huh, well, I guess if the dinosaurs like him, I can give him a shot, you know? Like, yeah. Give them shrooms a try, man. See what happens. Now, fun fact. When I first got here after my second attempt at trying to play through this game and finally figuring out that it's an RPG and thus takes some more long-term lateral thinking, I got to this part and I wandered around for about an hour trying to figure out where the last cog was, and I completely overlooked that little hole you could blow open with the cannon. I was what you would call a dumb back in the day. I am what some people would still consider a dumb. I admit it. Can you? Nothing. Cog. Okay, so... Oh yeah, and there's another thing about these. You can't just go to a cog and hit A. You have to hit A on the right cog. I kind of get why, because I think they probably assume that you just find the cog and put it on there individually. But at some point, you just gotta go, okay, let's just have like one whole cutscene where it's like, if he has 2, he puts 2 on, he has 3, he puts 3 on. I mean, it couldn't really hurt, right? We're gonna drop down here and run across. Now, what do we have over here? More, oh, not ice, dirt. Honestly, Tricky's more like a dog near the Triceratops when you really think about it. A fire-breathing, horned dog, but a dog nonetheless. Oh, this room. I remember this room. Tricky, you're gonna have to not run headlong into my staff when I'm swinging it. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Now then, if I remember correctly how this is supposed to work... Beyond the leap of faith lies an ancient prize. Okay? What you're supposed to do, I believe, hit this button. And then you're supposed to have Tricky flame. That's one. And then timer ticks down while that animation is playing. Have him flame over here. Now I would recommend before going into this making sure that Tricky's shrooms are maxed out, because you are going to need to do it. Because once again, you know, it takes a shroom per flame. I was not smart and did not think this ahead, but luckily they give you enough time to not only feed him, but to actually have this activate properly. So you don't have to worry about running out of time. You really don't. Now then, beyond the leap of faith. Well, let's jump! Indiana Jones. Don't know what the point of that was, but I guess whatever. Now this you need to blow. You need the flame on. And now we have a new prize. What have we gotten that's so ancient? This is the dinosaur horn. If you play a horn, if you find a horn pad on the ground, you can use this horn to call for help. It was based the question, who was this horn made for? Like, if you really think about it, besides the Krozora spirits in the Sharp Claw, heck, even the Sharp Claw to some extent, this horn seems to be made more for like inhabitants like Fox, if you really think about it. So, who was this made for? Well, either way, we now have a new item. Might as well go ahead and, you know, put it to good use. We found the horn pad earlier, and we're here where you really can't use it too well. We get some help. Can we talk to you? No, we can't. You're just kind of there. This begs the question, why was he wandering around here? Now, you see, this guy has a health bar, and I believe you need to guide the Snowhorn through the blizzard. He will need to be fed alpine roots as you explore. Look on the ground and walk over them to eat. I don't believe you have to explore in here to any great effect, because his what's I'm looking for here? His meter depletes so fast, you would not have any time to actually explore. So what I recommend doing is just follow the trail of alpine roots and you'll be fine. That's all I recommend. That's all I can recommend, because there's just nothing here to find. Which makes me wonder why this segment was put in here to begin with. It's not a long segment by any stretch of imagination. It's not any kind of difficult. The only real hard part is if you have, you know, problem seeing. But as you can tell by not only the map in the bottom left-hand corner, but by the fact that they lead you along, there really isn't any challenge to this part. There just isn't.
Tricky? Tricky!
Your friend will turn up. They usually do. Maybe I can help until he does.
Oh yeah, once you get to the end, his meter refills. And by help, he means just do this right here. That's literally it. Like, there's not a whole lot else he can do, you know? And this is just a random Snowhorn. That's all it is. But yeah, that's that. It's a nice segment that kind of adds a little bit of variety to the game, but I seriously question the need to have it in here. Now then. And catch this pole. Catch this pole, y'all. There it is. But now we're alone again. I forget how many times this actually happens throughout the game. I want to say not too much. Oh look! A speeder bike section. And that's how that lowers. Now luckily, this I don't think has any real... What's the word I'm looking for here? I do not believe this has any like stipulations. I believe it's just use the hover bike to get to the end. I think that's legitimately it. Now that, in all honesty, doesn't take too much time. Is honestly with this particular section, I'm getting flashbacks to Beyond Good and Evil. I don't know if any of you have actually played that game. I actually still need to beat that game. Pretty good game. Now, contrary to what you might think, you're not supposed to outrun this. You're just supposed to be very careful along it. But yeah, what's the word I'm looking for here? Oh, this is just slave break. But yeah, Beyond Good and Evil had sections where you would have to race to the end, and like you have to outrace some kind of police thing. I'm not 100% certain what it actually was, but you get to the end of it, you get a lot of money, I think, and also some big important thing that you need to get through the game. I think a fuel cell kind of stuff. But yeah, I remember that, and I remember those being pretty challenging at times. They could get pretty challenging. If you haven't played Beyond Good and Evil, I highly recommend it. It's on the Nintendo GameCube. It's actually an underrated classic on the Nintendo GameCube. Go figure. And I got it on the Xbox Live Marketplace. I want to say it's on the PlayStation Network as well. I want to say it's on PlayStation Network as well. Don't quote me on that. But I know for certain that it's on the Xbox Live Marketplace and it's available for GameCube. So if you get a chance to pick it up, pick it up. You know, let's see, what's in here? Nothing I can get without Tricky's help. Alright. Okay, I think I see where this is going. Oh, I can hear Tricky in the distance. You will not flame me this day. Also, be careful about getting on the walls because, well, I might as well go ahead and show it off. Oh. I guess not this one. But some of these walls can light you on fire, so be careful. And there's Tricky. But because I don't have a key, I can't help him. Yeah, so you're gonna have to take the flame on that one. Blame me that day. So what's gonna happen is I'm going to do some exploration and find a key. Unfortunately, until you get him out, he's just going to keep yelling. So there you go. Let's see now then. Look, Tricky, I'm working on it here, man, but you're gonna have to shut up. Oh, snowball. Okay, so you can't jump this. I'm just gonna let you know that up front. Yeah, these walls light you on fire. So if you go up here. Oh, that ain't it either. Okay, so you can't. So I can't do anything about that. Okay, so I gotta get up on that ladder. So that's what we've pretty much established here. So a lot of this area is about exploring and figuring out where to go. Actually, that's a good chunk of a lot of the levels, a lot of the dungeons in Star Fox Adventures. It's just looking around and really trying to figure out your surroundings. There should be. Let me see here. So I can't go over there. I wonder if Oh, up. I'm in the furnace. Okay, so I think it's supposed to be nighttime right now since it's gonna sleep. See, I want to say you have to go up here. Okay. Okay. We can't go over there. Okay. Ah. There we go. That solves that problem. Walked right past it too. See now, what do we have in here? Okay, that's one key. Now, why they put it up here, I do not know. I mean, I'll give them this. It's not a place anyone would think to look for a key. So I'll give them that. See, now we gotta walk. Now we gotta run all the way back. Got hit by that rock. I think I can. Nope, I can't do that. Okay, no shortcut for me. This right here. I'm on my way, Tricky. Gonna need you to keep it calm for a second, man. Just keep it cool, man. Just keep it cool. Yeah. So. I mean, I don't mind the. Okay, I do mind because I've been telling him to shut it for a little bit, but. I mean, if you're going to do that, then yeah. Oh wait.
Fox! I lost you in the blizzard! Some sharp claws found me and threw me in that stinky cell!
There you go. Now we got Tricky back. I did see a thing that we could use his flame skill on. So, run back to the flames. And I believe it was over here, if my memory serves correct. And have him burn a hole. How something so cold can exist in this area, I have no idea, but at this point, it is what it is. And this should be our last prison cell key. This is a sharp claw prison cell key. And since there's one more, Tricky has something else to say?
Fox! I lost you in the blizzard! Some sharp claws found me and threw me in that stinky cell!
You think they would turn off that prompt after you talked to him once, but I guess not. Money! More scarab. Now let's go open up this last cell and see who is inside. I'll give you one good guess since this is the only important person inside this game that would be in a cell.
Who are you?
I am Fox, and this is the Crown Prince of the Earthwalkers. We've been sent by the Snowhorn Gatekeeper to find the Spellstone. Do you know where it's hidden?
My name is Belina Tay. The Gatekeeper is my father. Did he send you to rescue me?
I'm sorry, Belina, but he feels you have betrayed the beliefs of the Gatekeepers. We were only sent to find the Spellstone.
The old fool. I had to save the tribe. If it wasn't for my father being a gatekeeper, none of this would have happened in the first place.
Are you there?
Listen carefully! Find a way to the bottom of the mine! I'll meet you there!
You know, Belina, if you could have done that the whole time, why did you stay locked up?
Fine.
I swear, I do not get people sometimes, I really don't. But either way, that brings with that, after finding Belina Tay, getting to the bottom of the mine, making our way to the bottom of the mine. Let me retry that. With finding Belina Tay, we now have a new objective. We are to meet her at the bottom of the Black Ice Mines. And we'll do that next time. I've been Anansi, you've been an awesome, and you've been an awesome, and I'll catch you later.